Good morning, brothers and sisters. Have you shouted for joy yet? Let's shout for joy, for there is no hindrance for us to come to the Lord. We shall shout for joy loudly. In the past, the people had to do a lot of things to confess their sins in order they could come to the Lord. But it is not necessary now. All the obstacles has gone. We can come easily to the Lord and enjoy Him. It is so worthy for us to shout for joy, for the Lord had accomplished the perfect salvation. Remember, we are coming before the Lord, but not the Bible or the hymns. There are precious truths in the Bible or in the hymns. These are the truths and the facts, but we are not enjoying the truths and the facts so that our heart are satisfied. We are influenced by the truths, transform us and open our spiritual eye. The most important is that we can enjoy the Lord Himself. We come before the Lord wholeheartedly. We can experience, not by words described, but we truly can experience the Lord's embrace and His surrounding to us, His personal love towards us. So remember, we are not drawing near to the hymns or the Bible. We are drawing near to the Lord Himself. He is living. Our spirits can experience the living Lord. Your spirit and mind can experience His help. In the Gospel according to John chapter 15, it said, "If you abide in me," the Lord really wants us to abide in Him. Not in the Bible, not in hymns. He wants us to have interaction with Him heart to heart, to enjoy Him deeply in Him. And then He said, "In my words abide in you." If we are to be face to face and heart to heart with the Lord, we can experience His words and can hear His voice, and we can bear much fruits. And because of that, the devil will not leave us alone. He will try his best to hinder us to come before the Lord, or to divert our mind and draw our attention away from the Lord. Instead, to pay attention on the Bible, to pay attention on the contents, the precious truths, and ignore the Lord. Then we have fallen into His trap. In the book of Ephesians chapter 4 verse 27, and it said, "And give no opportunity to the devil." It means that we shouldn't give place to the devil. Do not give any space to give any chance to the devil. In the New Testament, the devil has entered into two persons' heart. One of them is Judas. In the Gospel according to John chapter 13 verse 27, it said, "Now after the piece of bread, Satan entered him. Then Jesus said to him, 'What you do, do quickly.'" On the last evening, Judas determined to betray the Lord. The verse especially said, "Satan entered him." In the Gospel according to Luke chapter 22 verse 3, it said, "Then Satan entered into Judas, called Iscariot, who was of the number of the 12. The Bible mentioned twice that Satan entered into Judas' heart. It all happened on the last evening. But was that the reality? I believe Rome was not built in one day. Judas actually has opened his heart for Satan to enter. Why I'm saying this? In the Gospel according to John mentioned, he always stole the money from the money bag. Also, in the Gospel according to John chapter 13 verse 2 mentioned, the devil had already put it into the heart of Judas Iscariot, Simon's son, to betray him. It means that before the devil has entered into his heart, he has put some thoughts in his heart. The thoughts would be, he would receive the 30 silver coins, the rewards for betrayal of the Lord. That's what I said. Satan, the devil, enter a man's heart. He won't come to get you at once, but he will come into your mind slowly and end up conquering your heart. In the Old Testament, there was another person, King Saul. When Saul ruled Israel, if he obeyed God's instruction all along, his kingship should last. Unfortunately, he didn't. One time he spared the king of Amalekites. He wouldn't destroy the sheep, calves, the lambs, and all that was good. God sent the prophet Samuel to blame Saul. He said, to obey is better than sacrifice. And it led to how the devil entered into Saul. In the book of Samuel, chapter 18, it says, a harmful spirit from God rushed upon Saul. As you can see, when the devil enters into a man's heart through the mind to influence us slowly, we have to be very careful. We have to keep our hearts to prevent the devil from putting the bad thoughts into our mind. I'd like to tell you a story. There was a man who got into a taxi, took off to the airport. The taxi was driving in the right lane. Suddenly, a sports car drove off from a parking space right in front of the taxi. The taxi driver stopped the car at once. He nearly bumped into the sport car. This sport car driver was so angry and said to the taxi driver, "Hey, don't you know how to drive?" But the taxi driver smiled and waved at the sport car driver. He was so friendly to the angry man, and off the sport car went off. The passenger in the taxi seated at the back was so angry and said to the taxi driver, Why did you do that? It was his fault. We almost have to be taken to the hospital. You should scold him loudly. Why did you so polite?" And off he went without any apology. This taxi driver was a Christian. He told the passenger a very reasonable scientific law. This law is named the law of the garbage truck. He explained it to the passenger and said, "Many people are like garbage trucks. They ran around with a lot of garbage, full of frustration, full of anger, full of disappointment, and full of filth. These people need a place to dump the garbage. Like the garbage truck went to the landfill sites to dump the garbage when they were full. When we met them, they would dump it on you. Therefore, don't mind them. Just smile, wave, bless them, and move on. Never take the garbage and dump it to your colleagues and your families. The devil is driving the garbage truck and dump the garbage on us. He wants us to be the landfill sites for garbage and return it to the garbage truck to spread the garbage. If the devil wants to take control of our life, he will first dump the garbage onto us. Our everyday is given by God. It is so precious. We shouldn't care about the garbage or shouldn't let the garbage take over us. We shall receive our day with love, faith, hope. We shall shout for joy as well, for God will give us many gifts. Don't mind about the garbage. Brothers and sisters, let's drive on together